I woke up in the morning with scratches on my arms. Following few days I had injured my hands but only slightly, scratches and small bruises everywhere. Last night I had a particularly bad one and my finger swollen up. I was scared so I went to see a doctor. It was about 10 p.m. and local health center was not busy. In fact there was only a security guard and this Indian doctor in attendance. He looked very confident and helpful. I stepped into his office and he examined my finger. He was not really concerned but then he looked at my arms and he said, "This might be serious. I better help you." Last word he said turned into an echo and I was all of a sudden in this studio where somebody was working on this big sculpture of a horse. "Kumar, my friend. How are you?" Kumar replied to the voice and they started talking in informal way as if this is regular occurrence. Voice came out from behind the sculpture and it was this man that looked exactly like me. He looked at me with astonishment and after careful examination he decided to tap me on the shoulder as if we are old friends. Kumar was observing this with smile on his face, wiggling his head as Indian people do. Kumar said, "I think my patient would like to ask you to stop working with your hands so much, as pain is being transferred onto him. Please be kind to yourself and you will be kind to him as well." This sculptor nodded and agreed to take a rest and be carefully in future, but all this time he did not take his eyes off me. We were both in trance for a while. One of Kumar's words all of a sudden started echoing in this transformed environment back into infirmary we just left. My arms were completely healed. In fact it was like nothing happened at all. Kumar told me to come back if I have any further questions but not tonight as he is very tired. I was silent through whole experience and I left without even saying a word. I usually act like that when I am shocked. As I was leaving, security guard and Kumar exchanged few words on how all his patients imagine most of their symptoms and that there is nothing really for him to do. I knew that was not the truth but I would not blow out his cover. Next day I came to see him and he explained that only way to treat people is to fix all dimensions they live in. Apparently he was waiting for me as I survived in only 2 dimensions and he had been following me for years.